ahead and please be seated. And wish everyone a Chag Sameach. Thank you for sharing our Sukkot celebration together on this wonderful foggy day here in San Francisco. Magnificent place and time. So the Lulav and Etrog can function a little bit like a mirror for us. There are many teachings about the symbols of the Lulav. When it's all put together, we just refer to it as the Lulav. And essentially, it takes all kinds, is the message of this mitzvah of the four species: the etrog, the citron, the lulav, the palm frond, the hadass, the myrtle, and the arava, the willow. The Midrash in Leviticus Rabbah says the etrog has both a taste and an aroma. So too, do the people of Israel include people who have both great learning balanced with great good deeds. The date, the fruit of the palm, has a taste, but no aroma. Some of these are a little debatable, but that's okay. This is an old teaching. The date is said to have a taste, but not much aroma. So too, there are people in the people of Israel who include individuals who have great learning, but do not balance that out with as many good deeds. The hadass, the myrtle, has an aroma, but no taste. So too do the people of Israel include individuals who have an abundance of good deeds, but do not have so much learning. And the arava, the poor willow, beautiful, but has no taste and no smell. So too do the people of Israel include individuals who are a little lacking in both learning and an abundance of good deeds. But God says, let them all bond together in one bundle, and thus they will atone for each other. The Lubavitcher Rebbe pointed out that the Midrash doesn't just say all are part of the Jewish people, or all are precious in the eyes of God, or even that all are necessary. The rabbis went out of their way to say they all atone for each other. So this implies actually that each of the four kinds has something that the other three do not, and thus atone or compensate for that quality's absence in the other three. In other words, it's not just that it takes all kinds to make a people, it also takes all kinds of qualities to make an individual person. Sukkot is the time when we're supposed to bond with each other so that good qualities rub off on each other. The etrog says, I am balanced. I balance learning and action in excellent equilibrium. In my life, says the etrog, knowledge and action do not overwhelm or displace one or the other, but rather fulfill and complement each other. The Rebbe said, this is something we all need to say, at least once in a while. We all need to know that we possess the potential for such harmonious perfection, and that we each have those moments in our lives when we can, and maybe even do attain it. The Lulav says, I am devoted primarily to the pursuit of wisdom, awareness, and self-knowledge. Action is important, but my primary priority is to study, to know God, and thereby know my truest self, even if this means withdrawing from involvement with the world sometimes. The Rebbe taught, this is also something we all need to say, at least once in a while. We all need to know that there is the potential for such consummate pursuit of knowledge in us, and that we each have those moments in our lives when we can and should attain it. Whether it is a single-minded focus on completing a task, learning a new skill, studying something new and wonderful, whatever it is, there are times then we can lean to the study and a little bit away from action. The hadass, the myrtle, says, what our world needs is action. Knowledge of God, study, and self-awareness are worthy goals, but I have a job to do. I need to build a better world. Enlightenment may have to wait. The Rebbe taught, this is also something we all need to say at least once in a while. We all need to know that our mission in life is to make the physical world a home for goodness, and that there are times when the need for action takes precedence over everything else, including study. And the willow, the simple willow says, I am poor in learning, and poor indeed today. Today, I just am. I am pure potential, and I am going to sit in that potential for at least a few hours or an occasional day. The Rebbe taught this is something that we all need to say at least once in a while. On this day of Sukkot, let us look to our Lulav bunch. Think, where are we on the spectrum today? And know that each is essential to create a complete person. Chag Sameach.